And then I know I think I scored some points in Sardinia, scored some points in Bulgaria, and
But yeah, it's only top 20 get points, right?
Yeah, only top 20 get points. So that's the tough thing sometimes is like, you know, you got Germany, Germany, there was like 40 guys trying to qualify. And if, you know, if a German guy got 10th, he probably has more points than me in the season, you know, because he got so many points. And so I think the points in the championship don't reflect as good as they could, but
right, because you should be able to win on attrition if you have it, you know.
Yeah. But yeah, so I mean, my best finish was a 16th in Bulgaria, which was pretty cool. That track was insane.
Dude, Pleven looks unreal. That looks so, like, it looks intimidating, to be honest.
Well, I mean, you rode the sky section at Castelletto, so I mean, you know the feeling of a sky section now, and
It's
the
weird.
jumps were bigger. There was an asphalt berm, which was insane to just berm. It was insane to just being at that track. It was, I don't know, it was crazy.
Yeah, because like the asphalt jumps, you expect like there to be, I don't know, my mind thinks it's like going to be like a dirt bike. There's going to be some slide or some natural, like the way the rear end's going to kind of like come off around you as you leave the, what was that? Tucson.
Coming out.
We'll be there together in a couple weeks.
3 weeks? 2 weeks?
2 weeks.
2 weeks. You guys will be in Oklahoma.
This is how I get into the mindset to go racing. Is I do my warm-up laps standing up a lot.
You do your warm-up lap like Max Van Der Rosa rides a track. Wheelies everywhere.
And this is Reimer before he started wearing leathers.
I don't remember Maz qualifying on the front row that weekend. That's cool. Maz is such a G.
I haven't really ever talked to Maz a lot.
Oh, he's a legend.
Maz is so cool, and it's crazy now that like we raced with him, and now he's just like he's kind of like our coaching us. It was kind of funny.
Dude, he's a good coach. Like he's really good at like picking stuff apart and not being like negative with it. Like he's positive, helps you like understand what he's trying to get out of you. Lucas. Oh, this is that moto. Okay.
Okay. This was the final moto of the weekend.
Yeah. So Bronson, when was your first supermoto race?
First supermoto race. I was, you know, where was it?
I mean,
I think
your
it was
dad's
in
a
Anaheim.
legend. So like, was it like way back?
I think it was
like a little tiny Grom on like a Z50 or XR50 or.
I was on an SDG 50. Yeah.
Your dad's like factory Honda, and you got a fucking knockoff Honda pit bike.
Yeah, that thing was always but problems. But yeah, no, I think I did ride a KTM 50, I think, to start off with, and then we went to the SDG 110. That's right. I was on a KTM 50, and my first race was in Anaheim at one of the supermoto races. And I was like the only little kid out there. I think I was like 6, so that would have been 2002.
Damn.
Yeah. So like me, I did supermoto for a long time. I did 250 2-stroke, and then I did a 380 2-stroke, and then kind of just got away from supermoto from like 2011 to 2015. And then maybe 2010 to like 2015, I did a lot more motocross, and then kind of came back to it once KCRP started a series, and we got back into supermoto, and then just kind of been moving forward with that since.
Would like during those years where you kind of stepped away, did you guys still do state line in some of those events or not really?
Yeah, we still did state line. For the most part,
I feel like I remember you through like, I can't remember. I want to say it was like 2012 that you like broke off a front fender on my hand, Like I tried to pass you. I was on a 250F, and I don't know what you were on, but I tried to pass you in like the heat race for the Open Pro main. And I think it was your first year running the pro class. And I don't think you were really running the pro class like everywhere yet, but you like signed up for the Anthony Hart Memorial one, you know?
Yeah.
And I tried to go around, and you like just ran it up high, and you hit me so hard that it broke your front fender off on me. And I was like, "What is this kid doing?"
I don't know if that was me because I don't remember breaking a front fender. Because I rode
Maybe it was.
the
I could swear it was you though, but
I rode a
maybe not.
KTM 380 for the long. Was it a two-stroke? Was it a two-banger just yelling at you?
I feel like it was. I mean, I remember that 380 because, or what was the one that you guys got a set of my clamps and put it on? Was that the one with the CR500 motor, or was it that 380?
Oh, okay. So, once I came back to Supermoto, we actually built a KTM 525 EXE frame, and we put a Honda CR500 motor in it, and that was the one where we got the triple clamps for that bike. It was a KTM 500 Frankenstein bike, and then we went to my dad's 500, the 01, OEM one, and it was
my God, you're on the edge of the track right there.
And that thing just worked good, so I started riding that, and then I mean, yeah, just kind of went from the 500, and I told my dad, I was like, yo, like, I think if I'm gonna be competitive, I think it was like 2016. I was like, maybe it was 2017 state line. I was like, if I'm gonna be competitive, like, I need a 450.
And then did he disown you on the spot?
Pretty much. No. But like I logically talked to him, and I was like, look, I was like, the 500, I feel like I can't really go much faster, but I'm getting beat going into turns because there's no engine braking, and I'm getting beat coming out of turns because I can't get on the gas as fast. And it was just like, there's just nothing I can do, and all these tracks are a lot tighter. Like, for granted, Tucson is a more flowy track to where you could carry momentum, but like State Line, was a tight cone track. So, a 500 is like, what does that do for you?
Right.
So that was kind of, I think 2018, late 2017 is when I got on a 450 for the first time, or four-stroke for the first time, essentially. And then 2018, and then did that whole season on that, and then 19 I got a new the 2018 Honda, so it was kind of like actually got a new bike for once and built it, so it was pretty cool.
Yep. Yeah, and then that 19 year was like, I think that was the first time you podiumed Tucson.
Yep.
And was that your only podium going into your win that we just watched in Strugis?
I got a podium in Canada.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because like I only did Canada in 2017, so I think you did it the year or two after. I didn't do the last 2 years of Canada.
Yeah, I did 18 and 19, and I podiumed in 18.
Okay.
Well, I don't know. I moto podiumed because I
Brino almost smoked you right there, dude.
On the second day, what did I do? On the second day, I broke a chain. I was right next to Maz, actually. Broke a chain over the wall jump.
Dude, you broke more chains than anyone I know.
Yeah, we've gotten we knock on wood, but I mean, everything's been really good since 2019.
Dude, I do not like how far you back corner to the edge of the track. It's scaring me every lap, brother.
Just, using the track, man. You gotta...
He paid for the track, he's gonna use the whole track.
Get him back! Yeah, bro.
I say, you ain't get me right there. I think he gets me in the dirt ultimately, actually. It's crazy though, like, Sean, I mean, you were only over there for a couple of weeks, but I'm sure you learned a little bit from Maz, riding with Maz and all that. Like, coming back and watching a video like this, like, do you watch yourself and be like, oh, like, why am I doing that? I can do that way better, or something like that,
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I learned so much over there those 2 weeks, like, just Oh my god.
Oh my
Whoa,
god. You murdered him.
That was some MX bike stuff.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, he was on the outside. That guy was a bad move. Yeah. Like, I don't know where he thought he was gonna go. Like, you were just gonna roll over for him.
I mean, does he know who he's behind? I mean, come on.
Oh my gosh.
Roadblock 101, bro. It's me. Like, dude, turn one right
you
there.
are so good under pressure with people like just being up your ass.
Dude, I wish Nations I didn't crash and it could have gone a little bit of a different way.
I know.
But I mean, yeah, how many laps for those guys there? I just was holding them off.
Dude, it was nuts. We were cheering so hard, and like, because like Switzerland was right next to us in the pit boxes, you know, and stuff, and they're just like, fuck, and they're like just like screaming and like mad and stuff, and we're just like, yeah.
I think Debrino ultimately gets me right here.
Paulbacher come back from.
Oh.
I can't remember what Lucas came up to this moto.
I actually believe Lucas passes me on the last lap.
That motherfucker.
I know.
With no front brake.
Well, this
He
was
said he didn't have like that's bullshit. Come on.
Okay, so this was Moto 4 of the weekend, right? We did 2 on Saturday, 2 on Sunday.
Yeah.
This was Andy's first Open Pro Moto of the weekend. I don't know if you guys knew this, but remember he raced the asphalt.
Yeah, he had like just like he just won the asphalt championship. No one else was doing it. I think was it this year that Lucas went out and did like a couple laps, like test something in one of the open motos?
I think so, and he just started in the back.
Or it might have been last year when Fillmore was out. I think it was Fillmore that did it. But yeah, 'cause, like we had Andy like just go out and get the the open asphalt championship for the weekend, and then PP had bamboozled Ducati into like letting him ride that was it a hyper or whatever.
That was in 2020. I thought that he did that.
No, that was this year. That was this one.
So
did he? Because he has a #1 plate, I'm pretty sure, for asphalt only, and I'm not sure what year it was.
That motherfucker.
I'm pretty sure that he got it in 2020, and then 2021 was this year, and that's when Andy won it. I thought.
No, because Andy won like the expert one, and PP won the amateur.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But I mean, like, dude, like, good on him for like.
Yeah.
Who wouldn't want to go rape one of those Ducatis around this track? That's so sick.
And win a AMA title? Hell yeah, why not?
Yeah.
But dude, I don't know why at the fourth moto and all of these double headers, like 2020 I was fine actually. 21 I struggled a lot with fitness because I had hurt my knee at the beginning of 2021, so I didn't get to do a lot of riding. But the fourth moto I was this one gassed. Fourth moto of the weekend, and yeah. I think Lucas passes me in the dirt right here.
You're starting to see a shadow here.
Lucas, go away.
And in the 2022, I got you on the last lap of the last moto to get that podium.
Dude,
oh, look at Andy up here. He blew that corner. Who is that? I don't know. Is it Lucas?
I think it has to be. Who else would it be?
I don't know.
See, why am I looking back? Like, what am I doing out
You're
here?
riding extra protective now. You're like.
Yeah, see, like right there, like I feel like I slowed down so much. I just stopped in the middle of a corner. I'm like, what am I doing?
Yeah. Yeah, like, ooh. Yeah, I think that was like one of the things I was learning over in Europe was really like, those guys carry so much corner speed. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, they just let go of the brakes and get on the gas earlier, and it's just like, what? How?
Yeah, but it's not that easy, you know. Like they're making the track so small, and like you have to be so precise, and your window's so short, and they're on it, you know. Like they are tuned in, and like
I feel like it's
peaking.
Maz behind me.
They are just peaking. That's probably who it is. It's probably Maz.
It is Maz.
Yeah, he's like, you fucking roadblock.
Oh.
Yeah. Maz is like, get out of here, Bako.
He's like, where'd he go?
Dude, it's cool seeing Maz in like his, like at Castelletto, he was just like, the dude, like he'd just go over and tell people like, hey, next set, or like in this session, me and my guy, we're gonna do another lap by ourselves without any of these like slow guys, okay? So like red flags come out and we go through and then we send another heater and stuff. We just got the tracks to ourselves and they make like the next session wait. And then he was like, next session we're gonna go out to the sky section. We're just gonna run the sky section while cars are out or whatever. And like they're just like cool, but like like we saw with Nick at Nations when we went out for open practice. Nick forgot his band, guys. This dude, he has a ciggy in his mouth and everything, and he's looking for all of us to have bands and stuff, and Nick doesn't have one. And like Nick's like, I have it, it's back at the rig, come on, like I have it, I just didn't put it on. And like guys just not taking it, and like Nick like tells him to like fuck off or something.
I think Nick said he was turning around to go get his band, but I think he was trying to go on the track.
Yeah, I think he kind of was too. And then like the guy grabs his arm and just like swings him around and almost pulls Nick off his bike and like shoots him back toward the pits. And he's like, get out of here, and like throwing his arms up. Sig never leaves his mouth, never falls out or nothing. And then like looks at me and Bronson and just like throws his fingers like, go.
Oh man.
Did we post that somewhere?
Yeah, it exists. I don't know where it is though.
I know it's on Butter's helmet cam. I think you sent it to us, but I don't know if you.
I think it was probably just like a Team Cried story.
Oh, I think it was a Team Cried story.
Yeah, like I got some footage that we'll have to do an episode where we have just like me, you, Nick, and Steve on to download what happened at Nations and stuff, because it was just such a unique event.
And there was so much going on. It was crazy.
Yeah.
So much to talk about. So much to. Yeah, I think it would be a really good one for all of us to talk about. And there's so much there.
Cindy, Johnny, you guys need to get your passport. So if Lucas doesn't have a front brake here, we need to pay attention to how he goes into this last corner. If he is running without a front brake.
I was so mad Luke's got me on the last lap, dude. I was like, are you kidding me?
I don't know. I don't feel like he could have drove in about the same speed as Bronson without a front brake.
I mean, it is Lucas, and
that's true. He is aliens. He's on some shit.
To be fair, he's probably if you took away his front brake.
Like Lucas was on some weird stuff on Saturday at Nations. He he won the qualifier, but he came around, he thought it was the checkered flag. It was the white flag, but there's no white flags over there. Like they have like a lap counter on the tower, and he pulls a wheelie across the finish line. Not last lap. Sama freaking passes him back, and then Lucas is like, shit, race isn't over, and he couldn't get Sama back. And so Italy won the qualifier.
Did you have some footy you wanted to share, Butters?
I don't really have.
Did you upload after all?
I got some footage. I don't know. We can save that for when we do like a pod about Nations. Because like we don't have a whole lot of stuff from the actual race day, other than what Leo and those guys capture for us. But that'll be up on. I'm not sure what we'll end up uploading that on. We might be
Probably
able
have
to
to hop
upload that
off here in
on
a
S-Mart.
minute.
Or, well, Bronson, so like, is there anyone you want to like, some shout outs you want to give for everyone that made your year happen? Because like, I can't imagine what it took for you to accomplish going back and forth from the States to Europe a couple times this year, chasing the TTs for AFT and doing the entire S1 championship.
Yeah, it was a lot, but I'm really glad I did it. And yeah, all the people that really helped me out. Scott Kaysen and Lone Depot, big title sponsor. He helped out a lot this year, which was really cool. Obviously Maz too, PMA Racing, dude. That guy helped out not only just with riding, but just with the accommodations of living and everything like that over there. His parents, his family, they were awesome, and it was just a really cool deal.
Yeah.
Mikey Helm, man, obviously like, you saw how much he helped out at Nations, bought us all tires for the entire race. He even bought you another tire once you got a flat. He helped me out. I wouldn't have been able to do AFT without him, so definitely a big shout out to him. Steve Holloway painting. A lot of local businesses that helped me out, which is super cool. But yeah, Steve Holloway painting, he was a big support at my fundraiser, and donated a lot of money. Suspension by Buck, he does a lot of my suspension for Supermoto and even flat track for AFT. So he helped out a lot with all that. Steve Sawyer, he came on for Nations as well, so you know a little bit about him. He helped me out with my program as well as the Nations program, which was cool. Law Tigers, they helped me out this year. Meathead Movers, they're always a big supporter this last few years. The CEO, Aaron Steed, he absolutely loves the racing. Didn't really know a whole lot about it, but I've kind of taught him a lot about it, and he loves it. So he loves getting the updates. Jeff Pryor, Home Energy, Team John Busby, the realtor in Bakersfield. Monkey House Racing, Current Kids Dental, local pediatric dentistry in Bakersfield. They helped me out. We got Citygate Realty, another realtor, Asian Core Realtor Realty, another realtor brokerage. Kawaguchi Honda helps me out. Warp 9 Racing, Fred Cummings Motorsports, the local Honda shop for Bakersfield. Tri-County Power Sports, who is very big support. Yeah, Pecoraro, Paul, they helped me out actually get my AFT bike, which was really cool. So appreciate them. Motul Oils, they always keep the motors nice and lubricated with these big engines we got. So we got to keep nice, good oil in them. Hinson Racing for getting slipper clutches. So, but yeah, definitely my mom and dad. They're my biggest supporters. They made it happen a lot behind the scenes that they made happen. So appreciate them, and my girlfriend Tony for sticking by my side and helping push me through it, as well as supporting me through leaving her for 6 months to Europe. So that was so that was
I
really
couldn't handle 2 weeks away from my wife in Europe.
Yeah, and so it was really cool for her to support me and be there for me while I did this. So it was awesome.
What's in store for next year, 24?
Next year for me is I plan on racing the full AMA Supermoto Series if there's going to be one. I'm assuming there's going to be one. I'm hoping there is, but who knows? So that's the plan for that. I'm going to race the select rounds of AFT, the TTs. And
those
ones
are the fun ones, it looks like, anyway.
Dude, exactly. Those races are fun. But hopefully I can get Kern County Raceway. They were talking about potentially having a local series, a small local series, and hopefully we can kind of get something going there. I would love to try to get some bike rentals going on and trying to get more people into Supermoto to grow it on a regional level. So I think that would be really cool. Just pretty much, and we got local flat track out at Kern County Raceway as well. So yeah, a lot of local flat track, hopefully some local supermoto, and then national supermoto, and hopefully some AFT in there. They haven't released a schedule, so we'll see on that. But and then maybe maybe we go back for 24 for Supermoto Nations. That's the ultimate goal. And yeah, if I can make that happen again, that'd be sweet. But I know that I got stuff to work on. I need to get faster to yeah, I mean, like it's crazy to think about, but yeah, I got to drop 2-3 seconds, to be where I want to be at. And I feel like at every race I go to now, it's not going to be, oh, I'm even, let's say I qualify first, it's like, okay, I don't care. Like I need to be 2 seconds faster. Like I'm racing times in my head at this point, just because I know that's where the European guys are at. Yeah. And so that's kind of what I want to do, and be fast enough to be more competitive. So we, if we do go back next year, if I get selected, we can do better than a top 10.
Yeah. So yeah, brother. Well, thanks for coming on, and congrats again on your first win there.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, appreciate
it.
Should be fun.
Always good catching up
back
with you,
there at
Bronson.
the last round at Tucson.
Yes. Yeah. We'll do. We'll see you guys in a couple weeks. But yeah, I appreciate you guys having me on, and I'm really appreciative of what you guys are doing at Supermoto Magazine as well, trying to use it as a platform to grow the sport, and that's what we need right now in America.
Yeah, it hurts to see some of these events with small grids. Get some guys back out,
Yeah, because I mean, the cool thing about Supermoto is there is truly, even though we got small grids this year and that kind of stuff, there is still world-class talent and world-class abilities on display at them and stuff. And are we as top as Lucas and those guys? No, but we're still pretty bad dudes on bikes,
For sure.
Yeah, 100%. And I think a big thing to grow the sport, at least, is on a regional level. We need more regional series to where it's a feeder ground where we can have, because who's going to come out and just race an AMA national? In their head, it's just like, that's a national, but go to a local level race and they're like, oh hell yeah, I'm gonna go have some fun. That's why I want to potentially build another bike and rent it out to, if we have a local race, because I can get people into the sport, because it's expensive to get into it with never trying it. But if you can try it, have a friend and try it, boom, it kind of gets you hooked, and you're like, oh, I love it, and then you kind of
yeah, I mean, that's how I got Johnny and Ryan here sucked into it too.
Yep.
Exactly. They tried it. They loved it. I mean, everyone loves it. No, and I don't think I've ever met a person that said it's not fun when they do it. And so once they do it, they're hooked, and they're like, all right, I'm going to get a set of wheels and a brake. That's all you really need, is a set of wheels and a brake.
It's just a slow burn, and all of a sudden you got a badass brake and clamps and a slipper clutch, and
that comes after a year or two. You're like, okay, I can ride this bike. I need more.
Yep.
Oh man. But yeah.
Thanks for coming on, Bronson.
Yeah, man. Of course, guys. Appreciate you having me.
Hell yeah. Okay, I'm gonna end transmission.
Yo, my gosh. Hey, you guys